Hey, welcome to my channel. It is me, Gorgeous Gold. I want to take the time out to say thank you to all of my Divine Feminine that have been supporting me. I'm so grateful for you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button. Also, guys, that being said, every month I plan on giving away three free tarot readings just to say thank you to all those that have been supporting me. So the description box will include the video that I recorded for January, and on January 31st I will pick those 3 people and you will get contacted by email. So go check out that video. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump right in. I want to ask the universe to just bless this reading. Place a bubble around me and all of my fellow Divine Feminine that are tuning into this video. Fill that bubble with bright white light, 3 golden rings, and violet flames. May it shine so bright that nothing negative may ever attach. So I got a new oracle deck, guys, Keeper of the Light Oracle, and I just want to take some time to pull out 3 oracle cards before we jump into the tarot reading. All right, so 2 of them already fell out. We have Lady Isis coming out, of course. The Divine Director. So you got to get one more. One more card for my Divine Feminine. Okay, we got 2 more. We'll take them. Saint Germain and Awakening Presence. That does not surprise me. All right, Divine Feminine. With Isis being the first card that came out, her message is, your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. So as we've already talked about, and if you guys have been keeping up on my channel and with my message to Divine Feminine, we've all been on this path of ascension. We've been growing. We've been healing traumas, healing past life karma, healing karmic ties from our families and from our own baggage and things that we've been carrying with us. And because of that healing, we are being rewarded at this present moment. We are now finally getting to this space of knowing and seeing our divine life purpose and understanding which way to go. And a lot of the Divine Feminine, which I'm speaking to, your purpose here is to help others awaken in whatever way that may be. If you write, then you're going to put out a book that gets really big. If you are a blogger, like whatever your path is, whatever you've been guided to do, continue to do that and trust that the universe is supporting you because what you are doing supports the highest good of humanity. So this is just about believing and trusting in your power to manifest, because we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and everything we attract to us is just energy. But the Divine Feminine that I'm talking to, y'all already know that. So this week, obviously, there's a lot of things that we are going to be manifesting in, and it's important to us to pay attention to our thoughts and also remain grounded and meditate and stay in contact with your higher self and with the divine and with everything, because we are all as one. The next card out was the Divine Director, Intervention and Purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. So for those of you guys that are in twin flame connections, I literally specifically heard that card was for you. There has been maybe some shakeups within those connections. There's been something that's taking place at this present moment. And if you're not in a twin flame connection, then this is just saying there are things that are taking place that maybe on surface in the earthly realm, they look like this is everything falling apart. But really, everything that is happening is for a divine reason. And on the other side of it is what you are attracting, and it is what you deserve. So keep up the work. Keep continuing to manifest. Continue to manifest. Continue to trust in your manifestations. And if things feel like they're not flowing for you, trust that they are. Everything is working in the way that it's supposed to work in this present moment. Saint Germain, karma releasing. Move beyond drama. Create your own path. Make room for good energy. So when there are awakenings taking place and when there are different shifts happening, we all know that comes with a dramatic influx of information. It comes with highs and lows and drama over here, and this person may not agree because you oftentimes are shaking your life up at the core. So it comes in the form of tower moments and losing relationships that you thought were going to be there forever, and just really feeling like everything actually is not working in your best interest. This is about trusting that everything that is being released from your life now is so that you can attract in what is for your highest good, so that you can attract in the things that you've been working so hard to manifest and that you've been trying Oh, I have such a headache right now. Like, it's weird. I never get headaches. Oh, I'm going to take this off. Just so that you can trust in the divine purpose and trust that anything that is not for your good, your highest good, will not remain with you. So trust that the things being released are for a reason and do not flow into the drama. Instead, raise your vibration through meditation and see the highest good of all things that are coming in. Last but not least, El Moria, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So throughout these changing energies, it's really just important that you remain protected. You don't get sucked into the situations, those karmic situations. You don't get sucked into that lower vibrational energy. You don't get sucked into whatever is trying to pull you down, and whatever, rather it's a person, a place, a situation, any of that that's trying to suck you down and get you back into a space that you don't belong in. It's time for you to move above that and to protect your energy, because you're vulnerable right now as you continue to grow and elevate. All right, we're going to go into the tarot. The first card out was the Three of Cups. We're going to find out what is happening for us this week. Wow, that makes sense. The Four of Swords. Didn't I just say my head was hurting? Her head looks like it's hurting. Like, Divine Feminine, y'all have a lot going on. And there's some crown chakra ascensions. Okay. Wow. The Tower. I said there were some Tower moments, and that's the center of your week. The Emperor. And last but not least, let me get an outcome. Wow. Outcome is the Seven of Swords. Okay. So let's crack this baby open. The Three of Cups is the first card out. Guys, this week is going to consist of your tribe being around you. That means that you're going to be finding the people that you're needing to conquer your next cycle. So very early on, it's like you're being introduced to your people. And this looks like, okay, well, I had to lose this person. Maybe you lost friends that you thought were going to be with you forever. Or you lost that job that you thought was going to be the job that carried you into your next career. It's like you're losing things that you thought were solidified. You're losing people that you thought were there forever. You're losing the very foundation that you built upon for years or for your entire life for some people. And as we moved into 2020, it kind of felt like we hit the ground running. I don't know about you guys, but the energy surrounding it was like full moon, lunar eclipse, not even just the spiritual aspect, even though every aspect is spiritual in nature. But there's been just physical things back to back to back, and it was like, oh shit, like there were things that you didn't get to wrap up in 2019 that are being carried over into these first couple of weeks of 2020, and things feel very unstable. The energy feels very unstable. But as you continue to be introduced to new people, and as you continue to let go of those situations that are coming from that past decade, that are not needing to be with you, and that are coming from past trauma and coming from past situations that were only meant to serve as lessons, you are being introduced to those that will help you elevate and that are going to be with you as you elevate. And so this is just about you trusting in the divine and trusting in the people that are coming in. And I hear a lot of the Divine Feminine being in this space of not necessarily trusting the connections that they have coming in. And maybe your connections that you've already had are getting reboosted. In a sense, they're being rejuvenated. And so you're a little bit afraid of that. Because of the traumatic experiences you've had, it's kind of like you've worked this hard, but you're scared to allow anyone else in to celebrate with you because you're afraid that they're going to do to you what others have done. And so I feel like your head is just hurting because there's so much going on, and it's like you're trying so hard to protect yourself that you're almost holding yourself back. And ego is a little bit in the picture this week. I hear ego is trying to cause you to doubt situations that you normally wouldn't doubt. It's causing you to feel heavy in spaces that you know that you've outgrown. Ego is trying to put you back a couple notches when you know that you've elevated, you know that you've moved from where you were, you know that you are no longer that person that had to fight those demons because you've outgrown those situations. You can't go backwards. Once you know, you can't unknow. And it's like ego this week is causing you to really doubt yourself. It's causing you to feel like, no, things aren't going to work out. I don't need to talk to this person. This relationship isn't going to happen. Like, obviously, you'll know if a relationship is toxic. You'll know if, you know, things aren't working in your favor. Had to put some Florida water on. My head is really throbbing. But you'll know. And so you're in this space of feeling restless, and I feel like a lot of you guys may have trouble getting out of bed, or you've been having trouble getting out of bed this past week. You've been having trouble maintaining your focus and maintaining your vision because it's like there's so much going on and that's still being carried over that you're being wrapped up. It's like the universe is sucker punching you right now because you're needing to wrap these things up. You're needing to clear out the rest of that cycle. But it's a decade, or for some of you guys, decades of stuff. And I've been saying this in the readings. Like, it's not small work that you're doing. So you're being called right now to go ahead and wrap it up because your new cycle has already begun and you're still trying to have bits and pieces of that past cycle in this current one, and it doesn't work that way. So now you're going to be triggered. Now the universe is going to create this tower moment, which is why that's the center focus of your week. The tower moment is clearing out the rest of those past decades. It's clearing out the rest of those mindsets. It's like you don't have a choice now. The universe tried to allow you to do your own work and clear the cycles out and tried to allow you to move yourself so that you didn't have to get dragged. But a lot of us are stubborn, and a lot of us didn't want to awaken to it, or a lot of us continuously ignored the signs that we were receiving and ignored relationships that we knew we needed to let go of, and ignored friendships that, you know, needed to elevate in a sense. Like, even if you're not physically letting go of relationships, there are relationships in your life that you are needing to stand up and change how they are moving. Otherwise, you will be forced to let them go. But it's like this tower is coming in because it's knocking down the rest of that faulty foundation. You cannot build what you are building while still carrying those old faulty sticks that were breaking down. So this is really about you standing in this space now of seeing that you cannot go back. What's done is done, and it's time for you to move forward and become who you were meant to be. Not stay where you were playing it small, not continue to dim your light. But it's easier to stay right there because you're like, I hear that the divine feminine is like, you've already lost so much in your life, so you just want to hold on to some things that are comfortable, some things that are fucking familiar. But it's like, no, you're being forced right now to let go of anything that was familiar to you because it no longer resonates with this new cycle. It no longer is going to be what gives you this grand life that is waiting for you. So now you're being forced to sit in this tower moment, and you're being forced to allow the tower to fall. Allow those faulty friendships and those faulty situations to really go, and you don't have a choice. And it hurts. I hear tears. Maybe that's why you have a headache. Like, that's why we're going to have headaches, because it's like we're crying. And I know personally that since January 1, I've been crying so much. Like, I'm already genuinely an emotional person, but like, it hasn't been like this. Like, I feel like I can't do anything without being in tears, because I know that everything I once knew will no longer be. Everything that I had built up is no longer going to be what is with me. And that's scary as fuck, because it's like, this is what I built my life upon. This is what I've always known. These are people that I've known. This is my safety net. That's where I feel comfortable. And now it's like everything is being torn apart. Everything that was a security net is now, it's shaking up. And it's like, even the things that I was planning to hold as security don't resonate with me anymore, and I consciously see them. So now the universe is like, the tower's falling. You don't have a choice. For some of y'all, maybe the tower already fell. But either way, this week, you're rebuilding. By the end of the week, illusions are being let go of, because I see the Seven of Swords is clearing our outcome. But I want to touch on this Emperor. There are some of you guys that, like I said, are twin flames, and so this has to do with that twin flame relationship and connection. It's like you may have been trying to let it go. You may have been trying to walk away from the person, or not really celebrate the union or celebrate the relationship for what it is, because you were afraid and because it doesn't fit the 3D mold of relationships and of connections. And so you hear from this person, let it go, and that person, let it go, and then there's karmics, and then there's running, and there's chasing, and there's so much drama that it's just like, I can't do it anymore. So now this tower is falling because the illusions of the relationship and of the connection are being knocked away. So you're getting closer to union as these things are being knocked away, and you move right into your Emperor. So it's like once the tower falls and these karmics are gone, and your life that you had thought you built is wiped away, you're then able to rebuild and become who you were meant to be. You're then able to go into union with your divine masculine. You are then able to free yourself, essentially. This tower is here to free yourself from the past remnants, or the remnants of your past. So it's literally about surrendering. This week is surrendering. Surrendering to the divine and trusting that the universe has our back. Like time and time again, we've all been introduced and shown that. I know on my journey, that's been my greatest lesson. Setting boundaries and trusting that the universe has my back, because nothing that I've ever lost hasn't been replaced with something that was 35,000 times better than that. So it's like, let it go. Let it fall down. Let the tower erase the rest of that shit so that you can call in what is here for you. Because sitting in this space isn't going to get you the dreams and the visions that you have. Ending the week, we have that Seven of Swords, and I can't wait to dive deeper into this reading. But the second I saw this, is like, you're done lying to yourself, because everybody knows the Seven of Swords is about lies, it's about deception, it's about secrets, it's about unknown. But I feel like in this case, as I'm reading it today, you're done lying to yourself. No one outside of you has been lying. And if they have, it's only been a reflection of what you were doing to yourself. So you're sitting down with yourself and you're telling the truth with yourself. It doesn't matter what this person thinks your truth is, or what that person thinks your truth is, or what your mom said you should think. It doesn't matter about society. It doesn't matter about none of that. You're telling yourself the truth, whatever that truth may be. And you being brutally honest with yourself by the end of this week is what gets you to the space of being able to rebuild and fully enjoy the new cycle that you've entered. Because if you're still lying to yourself and carrying those the bags of the past on your back, you can't enjoy who you're here to be. You can't enjoy what you came here to do, because now you're just stressed. Now you're going back and forth. Now you're wondering, what do I do? How do I do this? Why is this happening? Why does this person not trust me? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like you're stuck in a loop that you don't belong in, continuously repeating the same exact cycles. And the more you lie to yourself, the more the universe is going to reveal the truth to you time and time again by putting you through the same exact cycles. So stand up, speak your truth, but you can't speak a truth that is unknown to you. So Divine Feminine, I hear this week that you're literally going to be discovering and honoring your own truth. Three of Cups. My head stopped hurting by the time I got to the end of the reading. So it was crazy. Like, my head was throbbing, and I do not get headaches. Two of Pentacles, like, rarely. We're going to break this down and get some clarity on this stuff. Wow. Nine of Pentacles. The Judgment. Justice. Look at all this major arcana. And Judgment and Justice came out. Like, what? Seven of Swords. That is way too many cards. Okay. The Lovers. There's a lot of air in this reading, so there could definitely be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius involved with your situation if this is your twin. if you are a twin flame or soulmate and this is about a relationship, like there is a lot of air in this reading. Anyways, we'll jump in. The Two of Pentacles came out to clarify the Three of Cups. So it's what I said, guys. There's some of you guys that are so afraid of this new beginning that you're trying to juggle your past life with your new one. You're trying to teeter-totter. You're like, I know that I'm this spiritual being. I know that I need to be meditating. I know that I need to do that. But I also know that I still want to indulge in low vibrational things. I still want to be, you know, turning to alcohol instead of meditation. Not saying there's anything wrong with having your glass of wine or doing your thing. But there is a problem when it becomes a sense of avoidance. And there are some divine feminine, and I'm sorry for whoever I trigger, that are turning to outside things instead of getting grounded with their meditation. It's like on one end, you know what you're supposed to be doing to raise your vibration, but you're so afraid to raise your vibration that you're still indulging in low vibrational things. And so you can't juggle. You can't have both of them. You can't be trying to elevate yet still staying there. So as we continue to move forward, there's also this energy of, like I said, there are new people being introduced to us every single day, or our relationships that we've already currently had are being revamped. And if you've been losing touch with people, it's like you guys finally get to this place of balance, but things have been out of balance because it's like if you've already started attracting your people that are up here and then you start doing stuff like that, they're going to pull back because they're up here. They can't meet you down there unless they're lowering their frequency, and that's not how it works. Like, why would you do all of this work to elevate just to decrease your frequency and go back and do things that are of lower vibrations? So it's time for you to really fully make the decision to be all in, whichever way you're going to go, because you're in your new cycle. So the universe is like, are you going to repeat that old cycle within this new cycle that you've started? Or are you going to do everything different in this new cycle because you've worked so hard to get to where you are? Do you want to fall back? And I do feel like this is your decision this week. I mean, the tower moment is happening, but even though the universe can come in and give us 50,000 tower moments, if we make the decision not to awaken to that tower moment and not to evolve with the tower moment, then we know what will happen. Cycles upon cycles. And that's a part of the experience, though, you guys. We're humans. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. So it's like, we're going to have those slip ups. We're going to have those times when we resort back to the low vibrational space. We're going to have those times when we're like, fuck, I don't want to do this. I'm tired of that. Like, we're going to all have those moments. I know I've had those moments. Like, it is what it is. We're not perfect. The whole point of this journey is to be honest with yourself. So to be perfectly imperfect. The Nine of Pentacles is right there. So it's like, you're restless, you have a headache, you're going back and forth, but the Nine of Pentacles is already right there. You've planted all of these seeds and you're like the things that you've been planting are harvesting. You were wishing for a job, you get the job. You were wishing that this relationship could be what you wanted it to be. Now it is going to be there. Like, it's like you've asked for a lot of different things and here they are coming in, but you're so far stuck in this space of just laying around or moping around or feeling bad for yourself or not really fully embracing this new cycle to the point where you're not even seeing that what you've been working for is already knocking at your door. It's already here. It's already being presented to you. And this week, you're going to tangibly be seeing things that are a reflection of the work you've been doing, that are a reflection of all of the things you've been asking for. You're really in this space of manifesting. And that is why ego is working on overdrive to get you back sucked in, to get you back into the space of like, no, this isn't working for me. No, this isn't happening. No, I'm not accomplishing that. No, I'm not going to have this person. No, this relationship isn't going to work. Whatever the doubts are that are coming up, those doubts and those insecurities, which we all have, you guys. I say what I feel because I go through this shit too. I am a divine feminine, a part of this collective in which I speak to. We're in this together. So I get it. The insecurities of like, shit, is this accurate? Like, there's been plenty of times I've done a tarot reading and I'm like, I don't even know if I trust my damn self. And I'm a channel. It's not even me. It's literally the universe using me as a channel. So it's like trusting. Wow. And I look over and see this: make better fucking choices. If you are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Wow. Literally, we worked this hard to get all of this stuff to come in, but we choose to stay here because the fact of the matter is, no matter what is happening outside of ourselves, we've already learned the tools to make peace within. And as long as you find your peace within, nothing outside can affect you in that way. Nothing outside of you will have the power to destroy you or destroy the path that you've made. So there is a judgment this week. The tower is falling. The tower has already started to fall. We are already in our new cycle. There are just some shit that we've been carrying with us that doesn't fit. The universe is knocking the shit down this week. We have to make the decision. Are we finna carry those sticks with us and try to, maybe I can make a table out of them. For this, maybe I can make a chair in my new tower. No. First of all, don't even build a tower. Build a castle. We're done with the towers. Like, do not take pieces that... You take those lessons with you, but those pieces don't belong. They were faulty. That's why the shit fell. So it's time for you to make a judgment on what you're finna do. What steps do you want to take? Don't try to build new furniture in your... Don't try to build furniture in your new house with old shit from the past. It's time. Call it. So you've got to make that judgment this week. The universe is giving you the opportunity right now to say what it is that you want to do, how you want to move, what are you going to do. And this is the number 20. We are in 2020. Like, what do you want to do? Because 2020 sets the tone for the next decade. 2020, this is it. And the official lunar new year doesn't begin until January 24th. So therefore, yeah, I know we celebrate New Year's Day January 1st, but the actual new year does not begin until January 24th, according to the lunar new year. So figure it out, guys. This week, you're going to be given the options that you have to decide on. If this is about your situation with your twin, like I said, because some of you guys, I do feel like this is a twin flame thing, and it's like you've been trying to avoid it. You've been going back and forth, and I'm leaving a gun. I don't want to be there. I don't want to do this anymore. No. If you're in, you're in. You're telling the universe, look, I came for my divine purpose, and I surrender to the highest good of all involved. If you're out, tell the universe straight up, I'm going to repeat the same cycles. Like, your actions will show that. The Justice card came out to clarify the Emperor. So this is about being in a space of being brutally honest with yourself and with your counterpart and with everyone involved in the situation. It's like, fuck feelings. What are the facts of the situations? What have you been shown? If you continuously make it based upon feelings, your insecurities and your ego can show up in those feelings. But if you look at the facts of the situation, you'll be guided in the direction that you need to take, or at least a direction. Sometimes we go down a path and then we got to turn back around because we realize that it wasn't, where we were supposed to be. We learned something from it, but it wasn't where we're supposed to go. So it's just about you facing the facts of whatever situation. It's about you making different choices than you made in the past cycle, because you can't continue to, you can if you want to keep repeating the same cycles, but it's best for you not to continue to act the way you acted in a past cycle. You cannot keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. And like I said, there's some Divine Feminine, the Divine Feminine collective that I'm talking to, you're being brutally honest this week. That's why the Lovers is what clarifies the Seven of Swords. There's union near for twin flames. That's what this card is representing for me. For those of you that are not in twin flame connections, and this is just saying that there's union within. Once you decide to tell yourself the truth about whatever it is that you need to hear the truth about and whatever direction it is that you're moving in, you find balance within. The balance is already waiting to be found. It's just about you honoring and accepting the truth and telling yourself the truth. The sooner you tell yourself the truth, the sooner harmony can flow. And that's just that's all that the universe is needing right now, is for truth and harmony to come in. So we're going to get a Sacred Rebels Oracle card, and that is going to take us out. Divine Feminine, we got this. It's scary. It is scary to leave the past behind. It is scary to walk away from things that, you know, have kept us secure for so long in mindsets and family members and all that. But it's time. Our card is Follow Your Own Rhythm. I love this card. Deep within, you are moved by an ancient, powerful force that cannot be tamed. It is the rising pulse of your connection to the life force. You feel it in your bones, in your blood, in your heart, and in your belly. When there is something dying within, you sense it falling away, no longer needed. You sense when it is time to rest and be patiently in transition. You feel the stirring of agitation and restlessness when new life calls you to create, to act, to step forward, and to take a risk. You know that you march to your own beat, that no one else can tell you what your inner rhythms are, and that you must trust in your own timing. You cannot be rushed or forced, nor can you be held back when it is time to burst forth. Life celebrates and supports the natural rise and fall of your inner rhythms. This oracle brings you the special message that you cannot miss what you are destined for, nor will you gain anything by trying to push yourself. Trust in life's cycles within, and you will feel the perfect balance between effort and surrender, discipline and letting go. When it is time for the rhythm of rest, you will feel a natural slowing within and be drawn into contemplation in environments that are more gentle, spacious, or nourishing, and perhaps more peaceful. When the rhythm of play beats in your heart, you will reach out to others to connect, dance, converse, sing, make music, make love, and share your wildness. You will be drawn to uplifting groups and places where you can experience a positive, energetic exchange. Your needs will be met in harmony with your own rhythms. All that you will miss out on by trusting this is anxiety. What you will gain is peace. You must honor your need for rest and replenishment as well as your need for play. Sometimes an afternoon nap or trip to the beach will do far more than slogging away when you are mentally depleted and in need of rest. You are an empowered individual and you have the intelligence and wisdom to choose for yourself. Experiment with what works best for you and tailor your lifestyle so that it nurtures your best self into being. All right, Divine Feminine, that has been our message. Please make sure you like this video, comment, let me know. I love you guys and I'm sending you so much positive energy. Namaste. Thank you.